So this is part 2 of chapter determinant. Now in this part we will be talking about second order determinant and its expansion and the problem based on second order determinant. So let's start. Now what is second order determinant? The determinant in which there are 2 rows and 2 columns. Determinant having 2 rows and 2 columns. So this is first row A1, B1. These are the elements of first row. A2, B2. These are the elements of second row. Now in second order determinant there are 2 rows and 2 columns. This horizontal line is called rows. So this is called first row and represented by R1. This row is called second row and it is represented by R2. This vertical line is called column. So this one is called first column and denoted by C1, capital C1. This is called second column and denoted by capital C2. So A1, B1 are the elements of first row, A2, B2 are the elements of second row, A1, A2 are the elements of first column, B1, B2 are the element of second column. Now this diagonal is called, these diagonal elements are called leading elements. So it is called leading diagonal, leading diagonal. Now, and this diagonal is called secondary diagonal. Secondary diagonal. Now generally determinant is denoted by symbol delta. Now to expand this determinant, second order determinant, multiply the elements of leading diagonal. That means A1 into B2. Multiply these two, A1, B2, then put here minus and then A2, B1. A2, B1. So this is called expansion of second order determinant. Now suppose we have to evaluate this determinant 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will be its value? Multiply the elements of leading diagonal. That means 1 into 4, then put here minus and then multiply the elements of secondary diagonal 3 into 2. So it will be 4 minus 6. So answer is minus 2. So value of this determinant is minus 2. Now let us solve some more question based on second order determinant. Now keep your copy and pen ready and you also practice along with me. Write first question. Evaluate determinant A plus iota B. This is the first element. C plus iota D, second element, minus C plus iota D, third element, and A minus iota B. So this is second order determinant. First row, second row, first column, second column. Now we have to evaluate this. So what will be its evaluation solution? Determinant A plus iota B, C plus iota D, minus C plus iota D, A minus iota B. So first multiply the elements of leading diagonal. A plus iota B into A minus iota B, then put here minus, then multiply these elements of secondary diagonal. minus C plus iota D into c plus iota d. Now this is in the formula a square minus b square. So we can write it as a square minus iota b whole square minus, put here bracket. Now to write this in formula, here it is c plus iota d, but here not, it is not see, here should be minus. So take this minus outside, plus, now it will be c minus iota d and c plus iota d, taking minus common from here, so that we can set this in formula. So a square minus iota square b square plus, and it will be c square minus iota square d square. Now in class 11th we have read that value of iota is root under minus 1, so value of iota square is minus 1. So it will be a square minus 1 b square plus c square minus 1 into d square. So it will be a square plus b square plus c square plus d square. This is the value of given determinant. Now write question number 2. Question number 2. Evaluate determinant sin 30 degree cos 30 degree minus sin 60 degree, and here cos 60 degree. Now we have to evaluate this one. So what will be its solution? Determinant sin 30 degree cos 30 degree minus sin 60 degree into cos 60 degree. Now multiply the elements of leading diagonal, sin 30 degree into cos 60 degree minus, now multiply the elements of secondary diagonal, minus sin 60 degree into cos 30 degree. So value of sin 30 is 1 by 2, value of cos 60 is also 1 by 2, minus, and this minus must become plus, sin 60 is root 3 by 2 into, and cos 30 degrees, what is the value of cos 30 degrees? It is also root 3 by 2. So it will be 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, that is 4 by 4, and answer is 1. Now write question number 3. Evaluate sin 10 degree then minus cos 10 degree, here it is sin 80 degree, and here cos 80 degree. Now we have to not evaluate, prove that this equal to 1. Now starting from solution, starting from LHS. LHS is determinant sin 10 degree minus cos 10 degree sin 80 degree cos 80 degree. Now multiply the elements of principal diagonal, sin 10 degree into cos 80 degree, then minus sine 80 degree into minus cos 10 degree. So sine 10 degree into cos 80 degree, this minus into minus will be plus sine 80 degree into cos 10 degree. Now you can see here, see we are not able to put the individual value of these ratios because 10 degree, 80 degree are not the known value. So you can see here, this is on the formula sine A plus B. So it is sine A into cos B plus cos A into sin B. क्लास 11th में आपने ये फॉर्मूला पढ़ा है, एक्सपेंशन ऑफ साइन ए प्लस बी, कंपाउंडेबल फॉर्मूला ऑफ साइन ए प्लस बी. सो आप देख सकते हो कि ये एग्जैक्टली इस फॉर्मूला पे सेट है. ए के जगह पर 10 डिग्री एंड बी के जगह पे यहाँ पे 80 डिग्री. सो दिस इज द expansion of sin A plus B. So we can write it as sin 10 degree and plus 80 degree. It is equal to sin 90 degree. And we know that value of sin 90 is 1. Now write question number 4. Question number 4. Question number 4, write evaluate determinant 1, then log of A to the base B, log of B to the base A, and here 1. We have to evaluate this, and I think you are familiar with the log and some basic properties of log. Now solution. Determinant 1 log of A on base B, log of B on base A 1. जब भी आप log लिखो, log, so जिसका log निकाल रहे हैं that should be bigger in size. Suppose आपको A का log निकालना है तो write here A, its size should be bigger, and base, size of base always should be smaller. This is the correct way to write log, but some students write in this way, log in this way. So this is not the correct way to represent log. अच्छा, लिखते भी गलत है और पढ़ते भी गलत है. बहुत इसको पढ़ेंगे log b to the power a. That is wrong. You have to write in this way. जिस नंबर का आप log फाइंड कर रहे हैं उसका साइज बड़ा रखिए, और जिस बेस पर log फाइंड कर रहे हैं उसका साइज छोटा रखिए. और पढ़ना कैसे है, log of a to the base b, not log to the log b to the power a. That is wrong. कैसे पढ़ना है, log of a to the base b. Now to evaluate this, multiply the elements of principal diagonal. 1 into 1, then put here minus, then log of b on base a into log of a on base b. So 1 into 1 is 1, minus. Now to evaluate this part, you must have one property of log. So log में एक property है, log a on base b. It can be written as log a divided by log a divided by log t. And this property is called base change formula. This property is called base change property. Base change property. This property is called base change property. इस log में बेस b है, बट यहाँ पे देखो log में यहाँ पे बेस नहीं है. विदाउट बेस तो log हो ही नहीं सकता है. सो अगर हम यहाँ पे बेस नहीं लिखे हैं तो बाय डिफॉल्ट ये कोई भी बेस हो जाएगा. आप जो बेस लिखना चाहो यहाँ पे लिख सकते हो. सो इस कैलकुलेशन में बेस इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. सो दैट्स व्हाई जनरली वी डू नॉट राइट बेस. आपको जो बेस चाहिए यहाँ पे लिख सकते हो. आप यहाँ पे अगर बेस 1 चाहिए तो राइट हैंड x राइट हैंड, बस दोनों जगह पे सेम बेस लिखना होगा. विदाउट बेस का लॉग एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता है. तो अगर कहीं पे बेस नहीं लिखा हुआ है तो वहाँ पे बेस अंडरस्टूड है. यहाँ पे बेस क्या है तो कोई भी नंबर हो सकता है, बट दोनों नंबर यहाँ पे सेम होना चाहिए. ये यहाँ पे जो बेस रहेगा यहाँ पे वही बेस रहेगा. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड बेस चेंज फॉर्मूला. सो यूज दिस फॉर्मूला log p by log a into log a by log b. यहाँ पे बेस अंडरस्टूड है बिकॉज यहाँ पे कैलकुलेशन में बेस का कोई इंपॉर्टेंट रोल नहीं है. दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव नॉट रिटन द बेस. नाउ दिस log b cancel, log a cancel. So it will be 1 minus 1, so answer is 0. आप साइड में ये प्रॉपर्टी भी नोट करते चले. Now let's start question number 5. Question number 5. Again, let an example based on log. Evaluate determinant log 512 to the base 3, and here log 3 to the base 4, log 8 to the base 3, and here log 9 to the base 4. So we have to evaluate this determinant. Solution. Determinant log 512 to the base 3, log 3 to the base 4, log 8 to the base 3, and log 9 to the base 4. So multiply the elements of leading diagonal. These two are leading diagonal. So log 512 to the base 3 into log 9 to the base 4 minus log 8 to the base 3 into log of 3 to the base 4. Now we have to evaluate this. So to evaluate this, first of all make the base of all the log same. जब भी मैथ्स में कोई लॉग का कैलकुलेशन मिले तो पहले आप उस क्वेश्चन में जितने भी लॉग प्रेजेंट है सबका बेस सेम होना चाहिए. सो आप इसको जस्ट अभी जो मैंने जो प्रॉपर्टी बताया था लॉग बेस चेंज प्रॉपर्टी, log of a to the base b can be written as log of a by log of b, and here base is understood. अगर बेस का जरूरत है तो आप बेस दो, अदरवाइज अगर वो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है तो दैट कैन बी केप्ट अंडरस्टूड. सो दिस कैन बी रिटन एज log 512 by log of 3. इट इज कॉल्ड बेस चेंज प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ लॉग. अब यहाँ पे हमने बेस दिखाया नहीं है, क्यों? बिकॉज इस क्वेश्चन में बेस इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले नहीं कर रहा है. कुछ भी बेस लिखेंगे तो आंसर सेम ही होगा. log of 9 by log of 4 minus log of 8 by log of 3 into log of 3 by log of 4. Now do the calculation, further calculation. So log 512, it can be written as log 2 to the power 9 by log 3 into log 9 can be written as log 9 can be written as 3 to the power 2 by log 4. Log 4 can be written as 2 to the power 2 minus, and then log 8 can be written as my log 2 to the power 3 by log 3 into log 3 and 2, it is log 2 to the power 2. So again we have one property, log of x to the power n on any base can be written as n x log x. इसका मतलब है कि किसी भी नंबर का पावर अगर लॉग के अंदर है उस पावर को आप लॉग के बाहर मल्टीपल के रूप में लिख सकते हैं. So 9, this can be written as 9 log 2. This is log 3 into, here power can be shifted outside, 2 times log 3 by 2 times log 2 minus, and this is 3 log 2 by log 3 cancel, you can cancel it. Now this is 2 times log 2. So log 3 cancel from here, log 2 cancel from here, log 2 cancel from here. So it will be 9 minus 3 by 2. So ultimately we will get what? 9, 8, 18 minus 15 by 2. So this is the answer. The extra concept used in the question, here you should write beside the solution. Now let us solve some more question, and this is an important question for board exam. Now find the value of x. Question number, I forgot the question number. Okay, find the value of, put here question number, find the value of x if determinant 2x 5 8x is equal to determinant 6 5 8 3. Now from this determinant equation we have to find the value of x. So solution, and this type of question is important for board, important question. So determinant 2x 5 8x is equal to determinant 6 5 8 3. Now can we compare two determinant? Can we compare these two determinant? Here 5 is 5, 8 is 8, so x is equal to 3 and 2 is equal to 6. Can we say like this? So answer is no. In mathematics we cannot compare two determinant. Clear? So please write here. Two determinants can't be compared. Two determinants can't be compared. बहुत लोग यहाँ पे क्या करते हैं, कंपेयर करके आंसर निकालते हैं. 2x इक्वल टू 6, so x इक्वल टू 3, x इज इक्वल टू 3. सो स्टूडेंट लिखते हैं x इक्वल टू 3. दिस आंसर विल बी रॉन्ग. दिस इज नॉट द करेक्ट सोल्यूशन. Two determinant can't be compared. Now, so to get the value of x from this equation, clear? First, multiply, evaluate this determinant. So it will be 2x into x minus 8 into 5 is equal to, and this term will be 6 into 3 minus 8 into 5. Individually evaluate both the determinant. So 2x into x, 2x square minus 40 is equal to 18 minus 40. So 2x square will be equal to 18. So x square is equal to 9. So value of x will be plus minus 3. So this is the correct answer. Plus minus 3. One value is 3, another value is minus 3. बट अगर डायरेक्ट अगर कंपेयर करता तो x वैल्यू क्या निकलता है 3, यानी एक वैल्यू लॉस हो जाता. और लॉस क्यों होता? बिकॉज टू डिटरमिनेंट कांट बी कंपेयर्ड. सो कभी भी दो डिटरमिनेंट को कंपेयर मत करना, अदरवाइज देयर विल बी लॉस ऑफ रूट. देयर मे बी लॉस ऑफ रूट. नाउ so I have solved so many questions for you. Or write one more question. Write one more question. Write here question number. I forgot the number. Let determinant a3y x1 is equal to determinant 3 2 4 1, where x and y both belongs to set of natural number, then find x and y. So let us solve this question. Solution. Now determinant 3y(x1) is equal to given determinant 3 2 4 1. We cannot compare both sides. Don't compare the two determinant. Otherwise, there will be loss of root, loss of answer. So don't compare. Again and again I say, don't compare two determinant. Now expand this determinant. 3 into 1, 3 into 1 minus x into y is equal to 3 into 1 minus 4 into 2. So this is 3 minus x into y is equal to 3 minus 8. So x into y is equal to 8. Now वेरिएबल 2 और इक्वेशन 1. जनरली जितने वेरिएबल रहते हैं उनको सोल्व करने के लिए उतना इक्वेशन चाहिए, बट यहाँ पे 2 वेरिएबल है लेकिन इक्वेशन एक ही है. सो हाउ कैन वी सोल्व? सो ठीक है, यहाँ पे 2 वेरिएबल है और इक्वेशन एक है, बट साथ में एक कंडीशन भी दिया हुआ है, एक्स वाई बिलोंग्स टू नेचुरल नंबर. सो आप इस सिंगल इक्वेशन को भी इस कंडीशन के द्वारा आप क्या कर सकते हो, सोल्व कर सकते हो. सो यहाँ पे इसको सोल्व करने के लिए वी विल यूज हीट एंड ट्रायल मेथड. सो मेक 2 कॉलम. In one column write x and in the second column write y. Now x and y both are natural number. Keep it in your mind that x and y both are natural number. So आप x का वैल्यू 1 लेते हो यहाँ पे. So y का वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगा, 1 into y equal to 8. So y will be 8. If you take x is equal to 2, so यहाँ 2 लोगे तो 2 into y equal to 8. That means y is equal to 8 by 2. That is 4. If you take x is equal to 3, यहाँ पे अगर 3 लिया जाए तो 3 into y equal to 8. 3 into y is equal to 8. So value of y will be 8 by 3. and 8/3 is not a natural number. इसका मतलब है कि अगर x का वैल्यू 3 लिया जाए तो y नेचुरल नंबर नहीं होगा. But in question it is given that both n x y must be natural number. So it means we can't take value 3 for x. Now take x is equal to 4. So if x is equal to 4, y will be 2. Now take x is equal to 5. If I will take x is equal to 5 here, then value of 5 will be fraction. That is not natural number. So we can't take x is equal to 5. Similarly, we can't take x is equal to 6 because 8/6 will be fraction. We can't take x is equal to 7 because 8/7 will be fraction. X is equal to 8. So in this case, y will be 1. So required solutions are x comma y is equal to, if value of x is 1, then value of y will be 8. If value of x is 2, then value of y will be 4. If value of x is 4, then value of y will be 2. If value of x is 8, then value of y will be 1. This is the answer. So I hope you have got this concept, determinant of second order. Now in the next part we will discuss about the expansion of third order determinant.